So the M13B, it was released into Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 with Season 1, and the unlock for the weapon was tied, or is tied, to the DMZ. I don't know if they'll ever put this weapon into the store, not entirely sure. It was supposed to be in the store for a bundle so that you can purchase it, but they just haven't released it as far as I'm aware. This video has taken a very, very long time, so I would appreciate it if you do enjoy the video to leave a like on it. And you can also get this weapon for yourself, and you can just drop it for other players so that they can exfil with it straight away. However, I wanted the accomplishment. I had so many people leaving comments on previous videos saying that they can drop the weapon for me, I can get it nice and easy. So I wanted to thank everyone for that. I really do appreciate it, but I did want to just get that sense of accomplishment of actually doing it on my own. So what you need to do in order to get your hands on this weapon is jump into DMZ, and you need to kill someone called the Chemist. He will spawn inside the radiated zone, but he doesn't just come in on his own. He's got about 12 of his friends with him or something like that. It's an absolute nightmare. They are heavily armored. They will absolutely laser you, and one wrong move can end your entire run. You can lose your contraband weapons. Your insured weapon can go onto cooldown. You can lose backpacks, armor chests. There's a lot you can lose. It's a big risk going for this weapon. Not only that, but at the moment there seems to be a lot of players that are camping the exfil spots. They're going for easy kills, they're going for easy loot. So that makes it even more frustrating, because you could sit there for a very long time. You could sit there for a couple of hours like I did. You could have the M13B in your hands. You could get to the exfil and you could get dropped by an enemy player. There are lots and lots of risks when it comes into this. It's not just the Chemist and his little buddies that are a risk. One of the problems with this is the game, I've noticed at least, will often spawn you the other side of the map. Out of the 10 plus consecutive matches I played to get my hands on this, I think there were 1 or 2 matches where I was relatively close to this radiated zone at the very beginning. So a tip I have for everyone is just don't waste your contraband weapons, don't waste your insured weapon. I know it goes onto a cooldown, you get it back, but it's a 2-hour cooldown. There's no point. You might as well jump in with fists, grab yourself a bit of money, go to a buy station. It's exactly what I did. I bought myself the Signal 50 because it was in there, and it was the redeeming factor. It saved me from even more stress and hassle. This Signal 50 literally carried me to getting the M13B. Now with this, it's not as simple. Like, some of you might get lucky, you might go in for your first ever run and you grab the M13B, and I know a lot of players have this gun already, but there are so many failed runs that I've had in my little journey of getting this weapon. And I mean, there's been times where I've died to the enemies in the radiated zone. There's been times where I've died on my way there. There's been enemy teams that sometimes I've even tried to get involved with them and screwed myself over. There has been literally fail after fail after fail. As I said, it's been well over 10 runs to get myself this weapon, consecutive runs, non-stop playing. But another thing that will jump in and get itself involved is game crashes and disconnections. I had one, so there's not too many, at least for me, but I know there are a lot of issues in DMZ for a lot of players. I'm just one of the lucky ones that haven't experienced too many. But I did have the one game crash, which was a little bit frustrating. And not only that, there are a lot of game restarts if you're interested in the battle pass, because you earn a token, you go into your next match and the token gets taken away, so you have to restart your game. But not only that, there are challenges that are there to be completed in the DMZ. You get XP, contraband weapons, calling cards and things like that. And some of them do get really tedious, so when I got my opportunity to grab a load of drives to exfil with, I took it on. So that's an extra run that was wasted going for the M13B, because some of the challenges will get in your way. And then I had another run on this, which was a fail, but no fault of my own, and is actually due to a problem a lot of people have pointed out in comments on previous videos, and that is the fact that when you jump on the train in this mode, these walls on the train are not solid, so you can be shot through them no matter how small or tall these walls are. The AI can just pepper you through these walls. I had probably the best setup going for the M13B, sitting on this train, just looting all of the different caches on there, and then I got slaughtered through a wall. But after a lot of stress, a lot of hassle, going through tedious matches, losing weapons, just after having such a bad time with it, I got the end result I was looking for. I actually managed to take down the chemist and get myself the M13B. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to start the clip just before I actually killed the chemist, so that you can see my movement and stuff around this radiated zone. I tried sticking outside of it as much as I could, because going in there, your gas masks don't last too long. The chemist is always trying to hide. The best thing I can, the best tip I can give for taking down this chemist, if any of you haven't done it yet and you're looking to do it, is just pay attention to where the, tear gas is being thrown. Because the chemist just, when he's trying to hide, he just throws this, tear gas, and it just obviously forms a cloud, and that's his escape. So if you look for that, you'll be able to locate the chemist a lot easier, because he is hiding all the time. You'll be able to see exactly what I did and how I took him out, grabbed the gun and got myself out of there. You'll also be able to hear my reaction, and it's not as energetic and exciting as some of you might think it should be, but that's because it was 2.5 hours after starting to get this weapon. Wait, that was him. I'm actually sweating. My heart's racing just a little bit. Please hurry up and land, hurry up and land, hurry up and land, hurry up and land. There is no way. I'm gonna get sniped. I've actually got it. It's taken me so long. It's actually taken me non-stop 2.5 hours. Fucking hell, I've done it. I have actually got the M13B SOLO. That is insane. 2.5 hours of nothing but stress. Oh, new weapon unlocked, M13B. Thank you. That was probably my best ever game of DMZ. I never thought I was going to get it. I honestly thought I would never actually extract it. So now if we just have a quick look at the weapon in the gunsmith, there's nothing special at the moment. I've not used it in multiplayer or anything. I will be setting it up. A lot of people have said it's an absolute laser. There's no recoil to it or anything. So I will definitely be giving it a go. Hopefully one day I'll have it gold or something like that. I'm hoping it's a good gun for me personally and I can get it leveled up and everything. And overall, in my experience of getting my hands on this weapon, it was nothing but stress, if I'm completely honest. There was nothing exciting about it until I actually extracted it. I played so many matches, I sat there through so much time, I put effort into it, I was actually trying my hardest every match, and it just seemed as though there was never going to be this lucky break where I actually got to extract the weapon. I'm really hoping with future seasons in this game they don't lock stuff behind DMZ, especially when it comes to something like a radiated zone, because it's an absolute fucking nightmare. At the same time as all the stress and everything though, there is I don't know, there's basically a really, really good feeling. There is a high sense of accomplishment from it because it's a grind. It's actually quite tough. It's obviously going to be easier if you have a group or if you get lucky with it. But if you're just sitting there grinding, you're doing it solo, it is a grind. And it's not an easy one by any means. So that sense of accomplishment, I'd say, is definitely worth it. Even if you're not to use this weapon too often, I would definitely jump into DMZ, because DMZ in general is just a good mode anyway. It's fun to play. But yeah, this one took me around 2.5 hours of non-stop trying, and there were multiple times where I felt like giving up because there was just some bullshit that happened in the match and it just got really frustrating. But at the end of it, we got our weapon. We managed to get the only weapon that's locked in the DMZ. So now I don't need to go back in there to go to the radiated zone to get my hands on another weapon. I'm finally done with it. It is over. The Modern Warfare 2 M13B is a nightmare. But once it's done, and it does feel good. And that is going to do it for this video. Check out this video if you want to see other Modern Warfare 2 on the channel. I will see you in the next one. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you for watching.